Have you ever paused for a moment and asked yourself, what will I be remembered for when I'm gone? What will people remember about me? And what legacy will I leave behind? Hi, my name is Elijah, and I'm here to help high achieving women like you thrive in all areas of their life, in their spiritual health, in their wellness, and in their leadership. For this word legacy, we often think of like these politicians and these philanthropists and doing something major and significant that's going to impact all of our communities and in the entire world. But the truth is, it hits much closer to home than you may think. It's the little things that we do, the things that seem insignificant, are what's going to make all the difference in the world. It's the way we show up for others. It's the way we give. It's the way we do the work on ourselves so we can be better to all the people in our lives around us. It's the way we inspire others to be their best. It's the way we pour into our generation, and the way we do things like this, just sharing with others to inspire them on their journeys. It's making sure that the life we leave behind gives enough values for the next generation and instill the values that our next generation actually needs. So the word legacy is so much deeper than that. And I wanted to talk about it today because you're going to hear me talk a lot about it. As you've seen, the name of this YouTube channel is Be a Woman to Remember. So you're going to hear me talk a lot about this in the months to come. When I think of the word legacy, I often think of my grandparents. And you'll hear me talk a lot about them as well. And actually have a podcast that you'll want to go check out where I go deeper into conversations like this. But it was their grace, their wisdom, their strength that I remember most when I think about them in their lives. And I had the honor to do their obituaries for my grandparents. And I also lost other loved ones where I worked on like their photo collages. I took all the photos, put the collage together so we can have it to set up at the funeral. And as I'm piecing together these collages, and as I'm thinking about my grandparents, even when I was doing their collages and writing their obituaries, I just sat there thinking about who were they? What did they do? What will we all remember them for? Like when we think of, if we sum it up in one word, when we have conversations with our family, we actually, for my one grandmother, we're planning to do an anniversary. She died in January this year. Her birthday's in December. So in December, we're planning to get together with our family, cook all of her amazing meals. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Her food is so great. And my one sister cooks the most like her. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, when you're sitting around the dinner table or with people you love, what is one word you think of when you think about the people that are gone? And what is that going to mean for you when people are sitting gathering around a table thinking about you and the life you left behind? What are they going to remember you for? So it really is about the character. It's about who you were and how you gave and how you inspired. Maybe you didn't give much, but how you inspired others. Like the story with my own grandparents, I'll share. They were not rich at all. They did not leave money behind and inheritances and none of that. They didn't even own their own property. They grew up two of my grandparents grew up in the South. My one grandmother, she's Native American. She grew up on an Indian reservation. But they lived and they worked really hard. Like, my gosh, my grandmothers, they worked hard, factory job, butcher, they slaughtered animals, they drove taxis and cabs, and, they just lived a harder life than we do today, growing up in the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s, especially two of my grandparents who are African American, just the racism that they had to endure. Like, they lived these hard lives, and yet they were so full of wisdom. They were so gracious and kind, and they made sure our family had what they needed. I remember one of my sisters, she was struggling. She had some young kids, and she was a single mom, and all three of my grandparents, when they rolled up at her home or at a porch, they knocked on her door, and they're like, she went and opened the door, and they came in with like loads of groceries for her and the kids. So it's just the legacy that you leave can be just as simple as that. It can be taking care of the people you love. It can be sharing stories with people you love. It can be, just inspiring them to be better and inspiring them to have maybe what you didn't have. That's the story of my grandparents. They didn't have much. They provided love with what they did have, and it inspired myself and others in our family to ensure that we go after and do better. And in doing so, it's this ripple effect, because now our kids are going to have the stories from the people before us, and they're going to have the valuable lessons that we've learned, and it's going to impact our future. It's a big old ripple effect. But if you're here, I know you're a high achieving woman. You're someone who wants to be the quote unquote like Proverbs 31 woman you hear a lot about. If you haven't, we'll talk about that in a future video. You're a woman who wants to, you're high achieving, so you want to take care of yourself. You maybe run the marathons and run all the races. You love aesthetic and taking care of your home and organization, and you love, you want to do your best at work. Maybe you're a high achiever at work. You're starting a business or an entrepreneurial pursuit like this, and you want to do the best at it. So if you're that person, I know you have big goals, very big goals. So my question for you today, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? If you're someone who's on this journey to maybe, one, figure out what that thing is. Maybe you're someone who kind of knows what that thing is, but you're feeling a little lost or stuck. I've got a blog article for you, and actually I'm going to pull it up here. I'm going to read just a little bit from it. I'm pulling it up here on my screen. But which archetype are you? Take the quiz to discover your path to purpose and legacy. So there's 4 archetypes that I talk about in this article. There is the overwhelmed achiever, the stuck visionary, the purpose-driven leader, the legacy architect. Which one are you? I'll link the blog article in the description below. Go check it out, and make sure you come back to this video, share your comments, share your thoughts, share your feedback. What is it that you want to leave behind? So thank you so much for watching today's video. If this video resonated with you, make sure you like and hit the subscribe button so you can find, or you can get more videos like this in the months to come.